Let's learn our price effect, income effect and substitution effect for normal good, given good and inferior good. Here look at normal good case. RS the initial budget line, IC1 the initial indifference curve, and IC touches RS at point A. Suppose price of X falls, so indifference curve moves RS to RS1 because consumer has some extra purchasing power. He will buy more amount of X, and new RS means RS1 new budget line touches new indifference curve because consumer reaches to higher utility, that is indifference curve 2. It is the new equilibrium points. If you connect equilibrium point A to B, that is called price effects, we got a curve that is called price consumption curve. Now to get substitution effect and income effects, we need to take some income from the consumer so that consumer will back to initial level of utility. For that you need to buy a new budget line parallel to RS1. M1 is the new budget line and it touches the initial utility curve or indifference curve at point C. If we draw this quantity range, it is the substitution effect. Here A to B, it is income effects, and C to B, it is here it is price effect. A to B, it is price effect. C to B, it is income consumption curve, and we call it is income effects. It is income effects. For here price effects, income effect, substitution, everything positive, they are moving right side. For inferior good, here is initially budget line RS, initial equilibrium A, where IC curve 1 touches in the budget line. Suppose price of X fall, and here X is inferior good, so जो new budget line means budget line moves here to here. He will buy some good of X but not as much like normal goods, so equilibrium point will be here at new indifference curve or new utility level. Here to here, it is price effect. Connecting that 2 points we call price consumption curve. Here to here, it is price effect. And we have to take some income from the consumer to calculate substitution effect and income effects. By taking some income, consumer will back to initial level of utility. For that we draw a parallel budget line, that is M1, it is parallel to RS1. So here it is the equilibrium because of income reduced. Here to here means A to C, it is substitution effect, and C to B, it is called income effects. We can draw here, it is income effects, and this curve we can call income consumption curve. Here if you look, substitution effects greater than income effect, income here to here substitution effect larger than income effects. You can check here substitution effect greater than income effects, and price effect positive, substitution positive but income effect only negative, because income, due to income effects, it is buying less. And now go to Giffen Goods case. Here if you look at here, it is the initial budget line, initial indifference curve, initial equilibrium. Due to fall in price of X, consumer move to new budget line, or budget line it is RS1, and equilibrium point is B, where new indifference curve is IC2. So here to here it is price effect curve is called price consumption curve. And similarly, like normal good case, inferior good case, we need to calculate substitution effect, income effect. So for that we need to take some income from the consumer, so that it will back to initial level of utility or to initial indifference curve. So you draw a new budget line MN parallel to RS. Here the touching line means equilibrium points. Here to here it is called substitution effect. Here to here, here to here, it is called price effects. And here to here, it is called income effects. We can draw it as income consumption curve. The substitution effects, it is income effects. Total is income effects. Income effects here to here. If you see here, income effect greater than substitution effect. See, substitution effect here to here, here to here, or income effect here to here means larger than substitution effects. And to know when substitution effect greater than income effect and when substitution lesser than income effect, you have to look at a trick. Here for normal good case, the new equilibrium point right side of the substitutions range, it is the substitution range, right side of the substitution range, it is the equilibrium point. Here middle of the substitution range. So for inferior good it is the middle, for inferior good is the left side of substitution range. So if you remember right side, middle, then left, then you can remember when substitution effects, income effect greater than or less than, or when they have positive sign or negative signs. It is all about these three effects.